Okay. Go.
You hand me my screen box?
Now go. Freak.
Riley Wade. Mr. Wade, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On April 7, 24, officers were dispatched to a motor vehicle accident in Pierce County, Texas. Defendant was observed to have red glossy eyes, odor of alcoholic beverage. HGN, the suspect had both left and right, lack of pursuit, distinct nystagmus, and onset of nystagmus clues. 3 clues on a walk and turn, 0 clues on the one leg stand, DIC red, consistency of breath, 0.107, 0.104.
What was the stop for? I missed it.
What was that?
Stop.
Accident.
Okay, so they came up on him.
Was dispatched to a motor vehicle accident located on 160 West Gray. Officer made contact with defendant, later identified as this defendant, Riley Wade, found to be in the driver's seat of the vehicle. He had collided with another vehicle at the location.
They smell alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
Got it. Okay. All right, Mr. Wade, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Can you run his license, please? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Are you sure? You may not drive unless you have both. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand? How old are you?
27, sir.
What do you do for a living, sir? How much money do you make a month? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm first going to have you go to Victoria. We're going to have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Jeremiah for your bond conditions. After that, we'll let you go. Beware that if you like your license, there's a lot of timing requirements with the DWI. So in your search for a lawyer, I wouldn't take months to do it because you may suffer severe consequences with your license. Do you understand? Please. All right, Mr. Flores Cuellar, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with criminal mischief. Is one being dismissed or what are we doing?
Yes, the criminal mischief is being dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay. You're only facing now the DWI. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequence. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You're giving up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. You understand?
I don't understand, sir. What do you mean?
You're pleading guilty to this offense. It's going to go on your record. You understand?
Sir.
I want you to also understand, Mr. Flores, is that if you get pulled over, an officer will see this on your record. If you smell like alcohol or dope, they're going to immediately arrest you just because of this DWI that you have now. So I would never get in a car if you've had anything to drink because you will absolutely go to jail. Don't matter if you're drunk or not. Do you understand? From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail if you ever pick up another DWI. Do you understand?
Sir.
Once you do this today, you can never change this. You cannot come back and say, you know what, I changed my mind. I want to do something else. Once you plead guilty today, you're stuck with this forever. Understand?
But I can still drive after I get out of here.
No, because I have to suspend your license because of the law.
I never had one to begin with.
Okay.
Well, then don't drive. You ain't got a license. Mr. Flores, don't drive until you get a license. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. If you want to drive, talk to Marcos. He can tell you how to get a license. Or come back to me. I will help you get a license, Mr. Flores Cuellar. We will call DPS for you. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'll find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming, Marcos.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
not happy with you. And I'm going to tell you now, you pick up another case, you violate these conditions, I'm going to triple all of your bonds. At some point, someone's going to stop paying money to get you out, because every time your bond gets revoked, whoever's ponying up this money loses that money. Do you understand? I'm now ordering you because I think you have a pill problem. I want you to start doing AA and NA classes now. And I'm also going to order drug testing for you weekly. The next time you test positive or you have a gun, I'm telling you, I'm going to put you in rehab in the jail. Do you understand? The worst thing you can do is get addicted to pills, because what happens is you build up a tolerance. And at some point, what you do, your body becomes accustomed to it. So to achieve the same high, you keep taking more and more and more, and you will put your lungs to sleep and you will die without even knowing it. That's the problem with pills, is you put your body to sleep unknowingly. Do you understand? So AA, NA, 3 times a week, must provide proof of attendance. You must go to these classes. You must provide proof of attendance. You can do it online, but I want some kind of proof showing the attendance that you've been there. If you don't, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? No drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, random testing, and AA. As long as you can abide by these conditions, you and I will be best friends. Otherwise, it's just not going to go well for you. All right. Thank you. So what we'll do is from today, we'll give you 30 days out. We're going to set him here all the time because he's going to have to come back and do drug testing. You don't have to appear with him every single time. So for you, we'll just set you 30 days out, but he's got to appear here so we can take him for drug testing. We'll carry him together. Yeah. No, he stays with me, so I can monitor and make sure he's doing well, because he don't get monitored over there. I'm going to keep you with me. Okay. Thanks, Sonia. Okay. Hi, who's this?
Joshua Alvarez.
How old are you, Mr. Alvarez?
26 years old.
No. All you had to do was show up. Had you shown up, you probably would have ended with a pretty good result in court. All you have to do is show up and just behave yourself. Because of your failure to show up, you will now end up pleading guilty to this case. One day in the future, you're going to remember this day and say, why was I so damn boneheaded that I couldn't even show up? You're now pleading guilty to an assault of a family member. This carries with it an affirmative finding of family violence, meaning that you will never, ever be able to own a gun or ammunition for the rest of your life. Also, if you ever pick up another one of these cases, you'll be facing up to 10 years in prison. Even the slightest grab of an arm where you hurt someone, you'll be facing a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen or a possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this, undo this, challenge this. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
I will find you guilty. I will send you to 3 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 14 days. Like I said, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. When you pick up another one, you will be doing many, many years in prison. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Alan. Nathan. Hi. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
My client is Afton Diceberg. Her blood draw was.
We've given more time since February.
She has extenuating circumstances.
Tell me, what's the extenuating circumstance?
Your Honor, last June, her fiance was murdered and died in her arms, and she was bludgeoned. She was stabbed several times. She was sent here from Alaska, through crime victims, and so she has had a lot of trouble sleeping. She did this one situation with this alcohol. She drove while she was intoxicated, and but she's now seeing a psychiatrist. In fact, you have an appointment on the 23rd. So we've been working with the prosecutors in Alaska, and they're sending documents. We want to get a real good packet together. I spoke with Mr. Beadle, who indicated that if we could get a really good package, she has a chance to be in the program. She has no prior offenses. And you just need one more time.
Have you approved her or no?
I have not because of her high BAC. That's something judge, she needs to beat
What is the VAC?
0.268.
But I have to, it's 200 days and I have to put a limit on it, you know?
Yes, sir.
So you tell me when we can have all this done.
We just need,
Yeah, I mean, I think you can get it done in 2 weeks. Yeah.
we can get it done in that time.
Okay, I'm fine with that. You know, the thing about it is if we all have issues, right? We all have issues, but it's not fair if you have issues, if I have issues, to put others' lives in danger because of those issues. You're right. If you want to get lit to where you have a 0.5, wonderful. Stay the hell home. Don't go out. And if you have to go out, in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, one button, you have a car waiting for you. $20 will take you anywhere. It's a geographical oddity. Anywhere you want to go for $20, it don't matter where you want to go. It's not fair. I will give you 2 final weeks. You must have everything done and turned in by that time. Once you do, we will send you to go get a TRAS done. And then after that, we'll give you more time to get the rest of the stuff done. But you must have everything turned in by that time. Okay? Okay. Thanks. Please.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hey. Hi, Hugh. How are you, man?
Dominic Reno,
Brino. Okay.
and this is his first setting. He was taken remanded to custody about a week or 2 ago.
So remind me, is it he violated conditions of bond?
It was, yes, it was for the curfew, and then he was taken into custody, and then he bonded.
Same thing. We'll go back to normal. Okay. Let him know that if he violates again, he's here, right? Come up, Mr. Greeno. You know what's expected of you. The same thing will apply. The next time you try to play a game with me, I'm going to triple, if not quadruple your bond. I'm not going to play this game with you. And if you become too high maintenance for me, I'm just going to set your case for trial and be done with it. Do you understand? You pick up a new case, you violate conditions again. You're forcing my hand. Okay, guys, thanks. Hey, I have something to show you. Please, just between you and me, here. You can take a second to look at this. This is what,
I think I've already told her about what we have on our end.
I saw this, Your Honor, and there's.
and I'm getting more and more stuff as well.
Yeah, I think it's the same person.
And I think they said they had it down as a stepmother. It's not her stepmother, it is a stepmother of her son. There's a custody battle going on, it's a very highly contested one. So it doesn't surprise me that she is reaching out saying this. And then unless there is something else that you have substantiating this, Your Honor, this is just throwing mud. As far as I'm concerned, they're trying to take her son out of state, which is a pretty big deal. And it takes
My only concern is that if, in fact, she is driving, come up, Miss Velma.
And I asked her who's transporting her son. It's her grandmother, who is more than willing to vouch. Her grandmother transports him, and so does her mother. But she has not been driving.
I want you to read that letter.
And it is the same individual that has been.
I don't
notified.
care. My only concern is if she's driving, so help me.
Yeah, they're doing a lot. They've also called CPS, which I haven't even had my son, and they're calling CPS and telling them a lot of this is.
Just probably with your criminal history,
I understand.
rightfully.
I
mean,
understand.
Put yourselves in the shoes of someone else, right? Would you want a baby in the custody of someone that has that kind of criminal history? You know? Really?
His father has criminal history as well, and
you're trying to justify it.
If you just can give me 2 seconds. I've never used that against him. I lost my daughter from a different father, so he doesn't know anything that I've been going through. My brother killed himself in 2016 in the parking lot of the Harris County Sheriff's Department on Clay Road. I don't know if you heard about it or saw the news article.
I understand that you have issues. I get it.
But what I'm saying is I've never used any of that against them. I've been very amicable with them.
We're having two different conversations. We're having two different, like what I'm trying to impart to you is that you're talking about custody, right? And I am too, but I'm talking you having custody of someone. What matters is, and you know, when you're single, it's all about you, right? You can do whatever the hell you want to do. You can go here, you can go there, you can stay up 3 days, doing whatever you want to do. When you get married, it's about your significant other, right? You always think about your significant other because that's what a marriage is, right? It's a chain link fence. And when the link is broken too much, the fence falls apart. When you have a kid, it's not about you. It's not about your significant other. It's only about the baby. Nothing else matters. And that's why two people who cannot get along, who have drug issues, have no business bringing another life because they can't even take care of themselves. And you, with the baggage that you have, while you may be a great person, there's too much drama, too much PTSD for a baby to put into the mix. Because everything that you do will impact the baby one way or the other. I don't care what they've done. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care how many cases. You are the one that has the baby. You need to make the sound decision. I know you don't have the baby, but what I'm telling you, if and you do at some point, my concern here is public safety. I don't care about your baby. I don't care about your grandmother. I don't care about your husband. I don't give a rat's ass about anything about that. But with you, DWI, FSGI, retaliation, DWI, assault of a public servant. That's why I have my eye on you. And when I have someone telling me that you're driving now repeatedly, I have a big problem with that because I've ordered you not to drive and I had you sign an affidavit. And so help me, if I find that you're driving one way or the other, I'm going to freaking lose it. You better not be driving. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care who you have to pick up. Do you understand me? Tell me, has she done the AANA that she was supposed to do?
Yes, Your Honor. I think because there is no transportation, no driving, and the mother works 12 hours a day, the grandmother works, the grandfather works. I think you suggested her going online, which she did. I know that didn't turn out to be suitable. I told her to find something near her. She could go something in person where there is a sign-in sheet. She actually now has a sponsor. This is the place she is attending now. The sponsor's name's on the back. It's the first name, Rebecca. Rebecca is suggesting since she's already in her treatments that she suggests she go once a day, every day. She wanted her to go today at noon. She told her she was going to be in court. But she also is willing and in agreement to go every day. She likes this person. And so I think this is going to be her new place. She went to one other place as well this weekend, on Fry Road, which isn't too far. There was no sign-in sheet. She got somebody to sign this little paper.
This is a schedule. This doesn't tell me that she's attended though.
Right, I know.
Do we have any proof that she's done anything?
Classes she went to, she got her.
I don't care about that. I told you to bring a sheet of paper signed. Did you do that?
I got one printed out. My mom works on Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 9, so
Do you have anything here today with proof that you've gone to any AA meetings or NA meetings?
you get these chips, and that's my sponsor.
Booking your bond. She goes with you, please. I'm sorry, Joaquina. I've more than enough. I've literally. That's it.
Yeah, and I know one of the places they said because of anonymity, they couldn't give her a copy of everyone's names on it.
That's not true. It's not true. It's, I mean, I'll give this to you. I don't know. It's-
Mr. Blackburn, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Blackburn.
Good morning.
So you're wanted out of Choctaw Nation.
Yes, sir.
I'm only asking you to do one thing. Actually, you can do one of two things because from what I understand, there is a bond, right?
Yes, Judge.
It's 10,000.
Yes.
If you were able to post bond in that case, this case against you here, this fugitive case gets dismissed. So I don't know if it's more worth your while to ask your family to see if they would, instead of ponying up the 5,000 here, to use that to post the bond up there, which would get this thing dismissed, versus if you post it here, you still have to get out there and go either post it or turn yourself in.
So I don't understand. When I first got here, they were saying yes, that I had a bond there that I could bond out. And when they're looking everything up online right now, it's showing that there's not a bond available. So I don't.
In Choctaw Nation.
Choctaw Nation, yes, sir. So
And maybe there isn't. I don't know.
I mean,
I think what it is, here's my 2 cents. For some reason, there's a $10,000 bond and then there's a no bond. There's 2 charges.
Could it be that there's a 10,000 bond on one case and then no bond on the other?
That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't see that, I mean, from what we've discussed, and of
Yeah.
course, I can't verify any of this. If he hasn't been booked in on the assault corrections
So-
case, he wouldn't have a bond and be a warrant type status.
I don't know.
But we've talked to him about when he goes, he can do a walkthrough bond or go and turn himself
oh
in
yeah,
set
no,
bond.
that's my intention.
It's up to you, whatever you want to do. We give you 2 weeks from the date of your release here to go do one of two things. You must turn yourself in, or you have to post that bond and get the proof to Shreya.
Yes, sir.
If you do one of those two things within the 2 weeks, this fugitive case gets dismissed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Blackburn, you will never get another bond here for this case.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you blow us off, I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. I will set bond at 0, and we will hold you until Oklahoma comes and gets you. The only thing we're asking you to do is turn yourself in or post that bond and get proof to Shreya.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll set bond at 5,000, and then best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And I believe my waiver's up there. Did you?
The next time you pick up another case, I'm going to make your bond so high you're going to flip. You are not allowed to go to any of these places. Do you understand? So one is Walmart, right?
Correct, Judge.
And the other one is Bath and Body Works or Marshall's? What was it?
Walmart, but I got you.
No,
Yeah.
Carter's. Okay. So can you please file conditions no going to Walmart or Carter's? No Walmart whatsoever for any reason. Do you understand? You go to Walmart, you go to Carter's, you pick up a new case.
It wasn't Walmart,
Yeah, it
Judge.
was a lot, yeah, it was. Walmart.
Let's look at the thing. I didn't look at the new case. What was those two?
It's always one.
cases. Yes, sir.
The new one is a Bath and Body Works, and the old one is at Nordstrom Rack.
Nordstrom and that.
So do you mind filing those, please? So no going to Nordstrom Rack or any Carters? No new cases. Do I need to put an ankle monitor on you so we know where you are? You now have a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Dixon. If he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand? Okay. Just please take a seat. Do not leave while we have you sign the bond conditions, man. Okay. All right. How's jail? How's jail? You know, some people learn the hard way. Some people learn the easy way. Mr. Andrade, which one is you? You gonna finally get it? Well, we shall see. From now on, well, you know, everybody tells me that. You're never gonna see me again. I hope not. So you're charged with 2 counts of driving while intoxicated. You've worked out an agreement where they're going to dismiss one, you're going to plead to the other one. This is a lifetime decision. This DWI is going to go on your record. And I'm telling you, if you ever get pulled over, an officer, they're going to see DWI, DWI. If they smell alcohol or dope on you, what do you think they're going to do? You will never, ever they're never going to let you go. They're going to harass the hell out of you, even with the faintest smell of alcohol. So I would never, even if you've had one beer, one shot, you try to take a chance, you're going to lose. That's the right way. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this, undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will find you guilty. So which one are we doing?
The older judge, the older one.
And what do we do? Is it 3 days in jail? I will give you credit for the 10 days it's already done. I'm going to suspend your license for a year.
Well, after the year, Judge, I come back and get my license, right?
Correct. Don't drive until that point, though, because I'm telling you, you're going to come right back to jail.
I'm not, Judge.
All right. Good luck, guys. Oh, wait, did he say guilty or no?
Oh, yes, he did, Judge.
All right. Good luck.
It should be processed.
Let's go. Okay. Okay. Mr. Contreras, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant, which I think is the one that's getting dismissed. In exchange for your plea on the reckless driving, you're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days.
2 days credit.
With 2 days credit. This will go now on your record. You are now facing a minimum of 30 days in jail if you ever pick up another case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Let me make one more thing abundantly clear to you. To those people who act like a schlemiel in a car, the Texas legislature has made it extremely easy for them to take your car and seize it from you permanently. If you are caught racing, reckless driving, donuts, this type of act or street takeovers, I'm telling you, because we had a guy here last week on his second case, they took and they seized his car. This is now your first reckless driving. You pick up another one of these cases, it's very well possible they take your car from you permanently. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty to something, you can never change this. You will be stuck with this for the rest of your life. How do you plead to this offense? I'm extremely serious that I couldn't believe it myself when they came in here and he told me that they seized his car. I couldn't believe it, but they're doing it. So be very careful. The next time you race, you may lose it permanently. Good luck, guys. Thanks. I'll roll you. I'll roll it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Harris. Thanks, guys.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is a joke. This is a joke. Today is an absolute joke. We need some interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
Joke. Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed, we're gonna start bringing people in person. People gonna learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it?
No.
Okay.
I have no patience for that. And trust me, out of the day, I'm the one that needs a drink.